out over there. Let's also rope in some more information flowing our way. President of France, Emmanuel Macron, has welcomed the agreement between US and Iran, calling it the outcome of sustained diplomatic efforts involving multiple partners. He urged all the parties to ensure swift and full implementation of the deal, stressing that this is essential for regional stability. The statement highlights the urgent and unconditional reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, with France noting that an international mission established with the UK is ready to support maritime security and ensure the resumption of unrestricted global shipping. It further says that the agreement should open the door to broader negotiations on Iran's nuclear and ballistic programs, as well as regional security concerns, describing this as necessary for a durable peace in the Middle East. France also reaffirms its support for Lebanon, backing efforts to restore state sovereignty and calling for a lasting ceasefire to ensure long-term stability and security. We also have a response from New Zealand, where the New Zealand Prime Minister Christopher Luxon has welcomed the agreement between US and Iran, describing it as a positive step towards reducing tensions and strengthening global stability. He also said that the deal comes at a critical moment for international security and diplomacy, and he said that the conflict has already impacted household budgets and put pressure on fuel and living costs, including in New Zealand. Now, the statement emphasizes that reopening the Strait of Hormuz will help restore stable trade routes, ensure smooth flow of fuel, and support global economic activity, calling it essential for economic stability. All right, General Savach, obviously we are seeing these reactions pouring in. I want to understand from your perspective, now the US has effectively lifted its naval blockade. Iran has also agreed that they will reopen the Strait of Hormuz to global traffic without tolls, without any preconditions, but there will obviously be some kind of maritime security that will need to be provided in the region, given that mines had been deployed over there earlier as well, and given that the world has now realized how really important such straits can be going forward if such a conflict reoccurs. The world has seen the effects, how it's affecting every singular household across the globe without any difference, if you're rich or you're poor.
Absolutely. No denying that no one thought that the Strait of Hormuz can be blocked. Everyone thought that it's an international water, and before this war started off, no one dreamt that Iran can block Strait of Hormuz, and it would adversely affect the economy of the whole world. And the naval blockade has made an impact to an extent that once it starts hurting Iran, Iran has agreed on this deal. Now, having said that, very rightly you brought out, now you will find it that total dependence on naval routes, I think, will reduce. They will also try to find an alternate route, like in the case of Strait of Hormuz, as far as the Saudis are concerned, they have an east-west pipeline, and also UAE is having a port in Red Sea, Fujairah. But having said that, one should understand that whatever was done in Strait of Hormuz was illegal by the Iran, because it was international water. If you start doing this, what will happen to Malacca Strait? This can be blocked by Indonesia or any other block. They should not try to equalize with Panama Canal and also the other artificially created routes where the payment is taken, because they have to maintain. As far as Strait of Hormuz is concerned, blocking by the Iran was not legally acceptable. But having said that, I suppose once MOU signed, now both these countries have agreed that this will be lifted, but just demining has to take place, because Iran has done mining in almost about 30 to 40% of this thing. The second issue is, today the Middle East countries, which were initially backing America to finish off Iran, are today wanted a peace deal, because UAE is the country which was adversely affected by Iran's attack, because Dubai, Abu Dhabi had the maximum investment of US and Israel.
General Savach, I apologize for interrupting you, but I can give you 10 more seconds to complete your thoughts. Sorry.
What I'm saying is, Shivani, that today Middle East needs peace, and they have now said, because their oil was not going, their economy is gone, their infrastructure was also hit, and their energy sector was also at risk, and also desalination point. I think that's how the UAE has come forward and released $3 billion. I think it's a good step in direction, and you find all over the world the top leaders are appreciating this deal, because this will bring some relief, and people will have a sigh of relief, in the sense the fuel fertilizer, which rates were going very high, will now stabilize.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ambassador Fabian and General Savach, for your valuable perspective on this issue. We appreciate it. With that, viewers, we're slipping into a short commercial.